Hey guys, well, yep, it's been a long time between clips, but that's due to Perth winter running overtime, and when I say overtime, I mean the winter really dragged on in Perth. So obviously that meant my spring planting really got pushed behind. The winter crops were bumper. I had some huge winter crops this year. Broccoli, I got 3, 4, sometimes 5 harvests of heads out of broccoli, so I didn't really want to pull them out too early. So yeah, that sort of set my whole spring planting behind for some weeks, and plus it's been a pretty busy time anyway, you know, just with other bits and pieces that other than the garden, outside. So yeah, we'll go for a tour around the patch. I guess firstly I'll kick off with out the front. I won't do too much filming out the front, but yeah, the olives there doing fine. They've all started to flower. It seems that the Verdelho olive is going to be the best this year. It's already starting to set its fruit, so that's pretty good. The citrus trees, they've all flowered, and they were covered in flowers weeks ago, but they've lost quite a lot of flowers now. But it seems that some fruit has set, and also some fruit on the what's it called, finger lime, so that'll be interesting to see that. The only downside out the front is the lemon tree appears to have a very major lean. I don't know if it's going to fall over, but yeah, there seems to be a really big lean going on with the lemon tree, so I've got to sort that one out. Anyway, we'll go back out the back and I'll show you around. Alright, so definitely a gardening busy bee today. This whole side's done last week. This is all the tomatoes and the basil, which I've all taken, and dotted between there's some small beetroot. We'll see how they go, but yeah, the tomatoes are doing well. I've pinched out side shoots, got them thinned down to only like 2 main stalks, and they've all taken really well. What I have noticed, and you can see them flying around here today, the cabbage moths are just everywhere. So plenty of cabbage moths around the place. This bed here, the red cabbage, they've been hit pretty hard with the old cabbage moth, and also with the just snails in general. I have tried to keep them at bay. I mean, we'll still get some small cabbage out of this once you take the outside leaves off, but yeah, not the best. That's the last of the green cabbage, same deal. This is quite large. Once I take these outside leaves off, this will be fine. And then in here is going to go the eggplant. These were transferred from seedling trays into a bit larger pots just to grow them on a bit, but yeah, they're ready to go, so they're going to go in here today. I've already done this today, the capsicum, red, green, well, red is green, orange and chocolate capsicum in here, so they're all ready to roll. This bed here had spinach, which I've just harvested, which I need to get inside because it's quite warm today, but you can see the last of the spinach has been harvested, so a nice big tub full there ready to go into the freezer. I think we'll use some of it fresh, but most of it will probably just get frozen. And then in this bed, so this did have gold beetroot, half of it, and then the other half was spinach. I've saved one. I really want to try save some seed. I wasn't successful last time I tried to save some beetroot seed, so we'll see how this one goes. But the rest of the bed will be planted out with these zucchinis. Same deal, this was from one small punnet, and I think we've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 healthy plants. So I mean, they don't look so healthy at the moment. The leaves are a bit droopy because it's a bit warm, hence why I'm getting them in the ground today. But yeah, I definitely won't be putting 10 in here, maybe 6, 5, so I'll have a few left over, so you know, I might give them away. I don't know, I'll put it on the Facebook page if I do. If anyone's keen, they can come and pick up some blackjack zucchini probably next week. Silver beet, that's got to be ripped out. We've got plenty in the aquaponics. So in here will be lettuce, just a small amount of lettuce. So yeah, that's pretty much this side. This one here, I'm going to keep some seed from this silver beet. But yeah, that's pretty much it around this side, so we'll go around the other side. So as we leave this side, I'll show you the grapevines sort of doing pretty well. Not masses of grapes. There's a few, where's my finger? Small bunches, there's one there, there's a few under here. So not a lot, but not too bad. This is some Thai basil, which I haven't had before. The chive's doing really well. This is the mushroom plant. I'm not sure what the proper name is. It's just, I just know it as the mushroom plant. This one's going to get taken out today, and I'm going to put that in the aquaponics. It's struggling here, and I've heard it does really well in there, so we're taking that one out. That's the stevia, and some more chives, and then some flat leaf parsley. What else we got? The worm farm. Worm farm's doing really well. Plenty of worm juice there, which I need today for all my new seedlings that have gone in. I'll give you a look in there. Plenty of snails actually, so I've got to give them to the chickens. But the worm farm's doing really well. I had to dig around in there the other day, and there's plenty of worms. So that's really good. So the last of the potatoes have been harvested out of the tyres. The Ruby Loos were first. They were a couple of months ago, and then today I've just done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tyres of the Raw Blues. This one here was in full shade, not so good, and then gradually as I come this way the harvests got better. So see there, that one's not too bad, some good sized ones, even better here, and then this tyre was definitely the best. Like this one here is a very nice sized potato. So although not fantastic, not too bad. The herb hedge is doing really well. I cut it back quite heavy a few weeks ago, and most of that ended up unfortunately in the compost tumbler. I mean, people said, oh, why don't you I don't know, dry it or this or that, but why would you dry it if you've got it fresh? So, and I've tried giving it away to people, and some people take it and that, but yeah, I just hacked it back and it's come back again. This is a black basil, haven't tried that one before either. That's a new one, new addition to the garden. But the what's this one here, tarragon, has come back again. It sort of just holds on. Oh god, look at all these cabbage moths, they are just everywhere. But yeah, the herb hedge all the way along is doing really well. Alright, so these two beds, this one here I've started planting out. I'm halfway through planting out the corn. You can see that there. Now I did start these off in seedling trays. You don't have to, you can put them straight in the ground, but I'm just a bit, you know, pedantic, and I hate it when one doesn't come up and then it doesn't complete a row. So I've gone for the old put them in the seed trays and then plant them out method. Blueberries, they're doing amazing. We took a heap of these down south when we went away last week. Yes, I did manage to get away from the garden for a while, and we had blueberry muffins, and it was awesome. Not muffins, what do we have? Blueberry pancakes. I might put a photo up on the Facebook page. We're going to do it again tomorrow morning. So blueberry pancakes, looking forward to that. There's a nice big carrot flower over the back there. We're saving some seed from that lot. Fair bit of seed saving going on at the moment. Bees are still buzzing around it, but there's not really much for the bees in the carrot flower, I don't think. This is the purple beans. They're all dried out, and these have self-sown, so I haven't touched them, so it'll be interesting to see how they go. As far as the berries go, the raspberries are looking okay. They're looking a little bit sad today. I am planning on getting the shade put up over here today. It should have gone up yesterday, really. It got hot yesterday, 37 degrees. So, but yeah, hopefully this afternoon or tomorrow that'll be going up. Raspberries, what was I saying? Oh yeah, raspberries. So there's a few starting to pop up. Not a massive amount. But yeah, there's certainly a few on the bush. But what has come about in the last few days is the blackberries. They've all burst into flower, and these are my favourite. I used to love the raspberries, and I still do, but by far my favourite are the blackberries. Yum. And they always seem to come about Christmas time when they're ready. This is a rogue tomato. I don't know what variety it is, we'll just have to wait and see. It's sort of sprung up just off to the side of this blackberry pot, so the chickens have obviously eaten the seed and kicked it out. So we'll wait and see what sort of a tomato that is. And then this bed over here was the lettuce bed, but it's been neglected very badly. I got in a bit of trouble from the other half with that one. The lettuce supply ran out. The lettuce, I've also got it up in the aquaponics up the top there, but it didn't do too well. I was hoping to take the lettuce out of the bed and just run with the aquaponics lettuce. I'll show you that that's another clip entirely, the aquaponics clip. So but yeah, it didn't quite work out, so that's why I'm planting lettuce again back in the other bed over the other side. Not sure what's going to go in this bed yet. And the asparagus is doing really well. This is actually a little bit too far gone. We can't quite keep up with the asparagus at the moment. And then this is another blueberry here. Plenty of blueberries. Yum. So the bananas and pineapples are really not doing too well, I must say. They were pretty good last year, and there is a few green leaves coming back on the bananas, but yeah, I don't know, I just don't seem to be having much luck. And the year before we did really well with the pineapples, but they almost seem to really be struggling. So any tips on growing pineapples, this one doesn't look too bad, would be greatly appreciated, because really struggling with the pineapples at the moment. I mean, they are getting flowers. This one here, this one's coming up, which is good, but like this one up here, I think it's just about cactus, unfortunately. So the tropical fruit section not doing so well. So all the fruit trees along here seem to be doing okay. The stretched over apples have just come back to life, and they've got some flowers on them, as you can see. I mean, they don't look fantastic, but they're alive, so that's the main thing. The garlic, I haven't had to scratch around for a few weeks, but I mean, I don't know how far away they are. They can't be far away. They're starting to sort of droop the leaves, and I'm keeping the water up to them, but I think it's almost harvest time. This one here is the red Fuji. I don't seem to have too much luck with my apples, but they are still young trees, so this one here is probably a bit too close now to the fence, because the passion fruit sort of grows off that way. Speaking of the passion fruit, it's covered in leaves and it's really thickened up, this one, but no flowers have come of it yet. The one down the other end, this dwarf pig lady, that's covered in flowers at the moment. And those damn cabbage moths, god damn you. But what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Oh, the other passion fruit, yes, that has set fruit. I don't know if you can spot them through there. Yep, there's one. So it's different. This one is the black passion fruit, and the other one's supposed to be gold. But there's plenty of flowers on this one, and this one's a bit slow. It was a bit slow to get going, but seems to be doing all right now. Banana passion fruit seems to be filling out as well, but no banana passion fruit to speak of, unfortunately, yet. The plum, I really got to look at bagging some of these or doing some sort of form of protection, or I'm going to lose the lot. There seems to be not a massive amount this year, but a reasonable amount. But yeah, I think I've got to act soon, because it's normally in the next few weeks that the fruit fly sort of get in there and start attacking them. And even the other plum over the back here has some fruit on it as well. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, there's fruit on that plum, and that plum didn't fruit last year, so happy days. And the pears, they've just woken up as well. I think my house, I'm a little bit behind my trees. They're a bit slow to get going. But that's pretty much just about it, guys. Well, that's pretty much it, guys. yeah, not the greatest of walk-arounds, I know. Very far behind. Hopefully I need to get back in there today and catch up with a few things, but like I've said before, you know, working full-time and being the only green thumb in my house, it's the best I can do with what I got. So no, by no means is it the greatest of vegetable gardens. There are way better out there, but with the time I've got and what I can manage, I think it's alright. Anyway guys, I'll do a separate clip on the aquaponics. That one will be coming up as well, and see you in a few weeks. Catch you later.